year 17?
Not a back-to-back.
After one game?
That was
In year
Thursday.
17?
He can do that.
Well,
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
The Minnesota Timberwolves lead the way 64-57 despite. All right. Nikola Jokic is put back. That was the end of that sentence. Hey, everybody. Welcome into our NBA TV studios. It's Game Time, presented by State Farm. I'm Kristen Ledlow. He is 3D, Dennis Scott, and we have a guest analyst, the 10-year NBA vet, the NCAA champion. I feel like I'll mention since
thank you.
you
I
and Rex
appreciate
were
that.
just going back and forth.
I appreciate all the
Where is it
accolades.
you guys went to? No.
University of
Don't
Kentucky.
get no. Rex just left.
Got it. He
Okay.
Just
All right,
left.
all
Before I
right.
get started, you know that school across the street, right? You know, right across the street.
No, about
It's
tech.
literally across
know
the
about
street.
tech?
No, not right now. You don't. not lately. Ooh, we need help. We need.
Fair.
We need help.
That's Tony Delk, in case you didn't pick up on context clues. It's a 12-game Saturday night in the NBA, one that you're particularly looking forward to most. Again, keep in mind, Lakers-Warriors, not exactly what we thought it was going to be.
No, and I think to that point, Kristen, I think when I walked in for the meeting, we were talking about how our NBA has changed so much. When guys come back from injury, it's work management, load management, get their legs back. Now, with LeBron, we understand in year 17, there is a lot of miles on his legs.
Absolutely.
But I think we've seen now with LeBron, they were, 6 and 11 with him being off the floor. He comes back for the one game, shows that he can get almost a triple-double, saying he's only 80%. So my question, TD, is that as they say, well, we're building for the future, we kind of want to make the playoffs, but we kind of don't want to make the playoffs.
Right.
But when LeBron's on the floor, we're a playoff team. When he's not, we're not.
Well, that's the only thing LeBron is thinking about is the playoff. You know, even coming back and having time off, you still want to look at a player's 17th year and understand his workload, but he's such a different player. He's an impactful player every time he touches the ball, and he makes the players around him better. So whatever team he's been on, he's only thought about the playoff, and even going a stretch further is winning a championship.
I saw him just last week. Was that last week? Monday. Yes. The Warriors-Lakers matchup that time around. He was still in the middle of his rehab process. I asked him where he was. He said that he had never been hurt this badly before, that he doesn't have a patient bone in his body. He's ready to be back on the floor. But then he said after Thursday's appearance that he was just at 80%. Why bring him back at 80%?
Well, I say it again, Kristen. They were 6 and 11, and when LeBron James was on the floor, they were in the 4th seed, looking good. And LeBron was having these guys really playing the kind of basketball. You said, okay, maybe I can take them serious. And then he gets hurt, and then guys are trying to struggle to find their identity.
Right.
So now you come back for that one game, you win, you're excited. But I think you hit around the head is it the fact that you're being cautious so you don't re-injure yourself, or are you saying that this team is not ready to hold down the load until I get back?
Well, when you think about a great player like LeBron, I will take his 80 over most players' 100. But the way he plays and how impactful he is, he understands how to get his team into the playoff. And right now, yeah, they have lost games since he's been down, but he's got a chance to see the collection of all the young talent and see how it's going to work with those guys. And yeah, we've been talking about the different trades that might take place, but he's concerned with the game in, game out, and that's learning these young players, how he can make them better, and how he can help lead these young players into the playoff.
So that right now is the Lakers roster. It's February 2nd. Let's fast forward to February 8th.
What you
the
trying to
day
say, Kristen?
after the NBA trade
what you trying to say,
deadline. I'm just saying the Lakers team could look significantly different this side of a week from now.
Well, how would it look different, Kristen?
It's tough to say.
What is your computer telling you, Kristen?
It's not telling me anything that you don't already know. And I don't have any inside stuff.
You don't? You don't have no insights? Well, you know. Come on, yes.
Do you get it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes. You do have
What's that
insights.
team going to look like, though, a week from now?
If let's go ahead, because I spoke with Rich Paul. So if Rich Paul can have his way, it's basically waiting what's going to be the best deal that the Lakers are going to offer, and then what is Dell Demps going to say?
Right.
Yes. Because I don't think we all would agree that Dell Demps is going to let this ride out, and then now you mess around and get nothing, or you have a disgruntled superstar in your home. So I think something's going to happen. The question is, how sweet is the deal to make it happen? That's what I can't figure out right now.
Do you feel, though, as if perhaps the Pelicans are losing leverage in the deal that you're so subtly referring to as they write him out of the intro video?
I think they are losing leverage, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for your organization. And that's where Dell Demps have to look back and look at different offers that's going to come in. But don't be so hesitant, or don't be, I wouldn't say be urgent to make the decision just because it's out there. You have to do what's right for your organization long term. Short term, we understand AD is still with them, but I have to look at the long term if I'm a G. I'm looking at the next 3 to 5 years. How can I get players that can come in? You're not going to get the same value for AD. It's not going to happen. But I can build towards my future.
Then why feel rushed to do anything at all before this trade deadline? Why not wait until the offseason? Why not wait until what's best solely for you? Because you do have all the power in this situation.
You do have all the power, but I think the fact that they have come out and said they're unhappy and they want to move forward, and I think the quote for me for listening to Anthony Davis yesterday was, "It's my time." So if it's his time to want to feel that he wants to take control of his career, then yes, to your question, then slowly but surely the Pelicans will lose their power. So with that being said, we've learned through history, say the Carmelo situation, Carmelo Anthony. At that time, Masai Ujiri waited and just got it think about that. Go back for all you people at home. Go back and look at that New York trade.
Right.
Masai Ujiri waited and said, New York, give me this. You mean to tell me we're going to stop this deal off of Timothy Mozgov?
Right.
Well, here's Timothy Mozgov, and the deal's done.
In the 2015 NBA Finals, Timothy Mozgov was the second leading scorer. So at the time.
But my point is, that's why I bring it up to kind of remind people on a situation when a superstar player says, okay, I don't want to be here no more. Let's be professional. Remember, Carmelo said all the right things, continue to play hard, you know, a perfect model citizen, and then the deal got done. Now in this situation, we're asking ourselves, what can Anthony Davis do? Because he said once his finger gets healthy, he would get back on the floor.
Right.
But come on, TD, we've been there before.
I think a lot of it is you don't want to do like what the Denver Nuggets did. They dismantled their team, really. And you can't do that. I think you have to look at AD's situation and say, what can we get back in return? But as I said earlier, we have to build towards our future. That's the most important thing right now. And yeah, AD is a player that you can get a lot for, but you have to be smart about it.
Well, they've now taken the lead, they being the Lakers we're referring to here. I know we've gone in a lot of directions in a very short amount of time.
Ooh,
Rajon Rondo.
In that little story you were telling, I heard Zubac's name was in there too.
Yes, you did. He's the one who finished the bucket here. The Lakers now take the 2-point lead.